Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to another pick a card reading on the Centennial Tarot with me, Natasha. I'm so glad that you are here today with this love reading. I feel like this is, there's some interesting piles here, some good, like in a good way. I'm not gonna say if any, I don't think any of them are necessarily bad, so don't you worry. If this is your first time here, then welcome, and if you are one of my subscribers, welcome back. Your support is so much appreciated. We are growing, so as I'm recording this, I think we have 175 subscribers, and I'm just so happy for each one of you. Obviously we are, hopefully we'll keep growing, and hopefully you guys keep getting some benefit from some of the readings that I'm giving you. So today we're asking, what is the future of this connection? So if you think about which one you are drawn to, we do have 3 piles. So we have pile number 1 here with the rose quartz, this rose quartz thumbstone. We have pile 2 in the middle with the amethyst, the little cluster. There we go. And then finally we have green aventurine at the end here for pile 3. So see which one you're drawn to, whether you go towards the stone, the crystal, or if you look in the description box below. Some people I know are drawn to timestamps, so see which one is for you, and then click on the description in the timestamp down below to skip to your reading, and I will see you there. Hi pile 1, if you chose the rose quartz, this is your reading. So what we're going to do today is, I feel like I'm just going to lay them all out and then talk about it, because I feel like that sometimes works best. So let's go for it, and just remember, if you like my readings, obviously you can hit subscribe, but if you would like a reading that is, obviously this is only a general reading, so do take everything, you know, with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of energies here. As I mentioned, got 175 subscribers, so obviously not every pile will fit you exactly. So if you do want a private reading, then do remember you can head to my Facebook or Instagram, or email me in the link below. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. So sorry guys that I'm filming again in the dark. No, not in the dark, but you know what I mean, at night. So I'm gonna try and get the light on these as much as possible so you can see. 9 of Swords, the Star. You have, oh sorry, Star in reverse. Then you have the Knight of Wands in reverse. You have the Sun. You have the Devil. So this is clarifying this row, sorry, I should have said that. You have the Page of Wands, so a lot of wand energy, that's quite, you know, passionate. And then you have 4 of Swords. And for Oracle cards, you have Movement from Wisdom of the House of Night. I always find that one difficult to say. So yeah, Movement here. Then you have Y from Wisdom of the Oracle. You have Finding from Spellcasting Oracle. Or Spellcasting Oracle, sorry. And then you have Partnership, which obviously quite a good sign in a reading that is about future of a connection. So for you guys, first of all, one thing I am particularly drawn to is that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 horses there. So you have a lot of horses, which makes me think of movement forward, and, you know, progression in a relationship. That's the first thing that I want to say to you guys. So I do feel like there is a definite future here, and I feel like it is there is like a love match here, and I feel like with this partnership card, it's really, I'm gonna, even though this is like one of the Oracle cards, I'm going to speak about this first, just because I feel like it helps, puts people's mind at rest. When they see Nine of Swords there and the Devil, I can understand someone might freak out a little bit, like, oh no, what does this mean? But I feel like you guys have, there is a future here, and I love how these unicorns are kind of riding together, they're looking at each other. I feel like they're, you know, equally balanced, and as it says here, teamwork will give you a better result. So I think it's all about, you know, that's the thing with relationships. It is all about teamwork. It's all about working together, you know, communicating, and I think that's going to be very, very important for you guys because of some of the energies I am seeing here. I do think communication is going to be very important for you. So first of all, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun, this is such a fantastic way to start off the sort of tarot portion of the cards. So Knight of Pentacles, I see this Knight as being somebody that, okay, it's slower progress because it's Pentacles, it's that earth energy, but you guys, it is movement forward. And Pentacles is something that is something that is like more grounded in our reality. It's not just emotions, it's not just feelings, it's wanting to make some sort of offer that's real. Like they want to come at you with some kind of offer of a relationship, or if you guys are if you guys are together, because this is just the future of connection. It doesn't have to be people that are in low or no contact. You guys could be in a relationship. This could be that in the future this person is wanting to actually propose to you. They want something that is going to last. And with this Sun card, I feel like this is something that is going to make both of you so happy. It's just like so much joy. You've got this like young girl that's like smiling, she's loving life, there's all these sunflowers, it's very happy energy, and I feel like this is something that, you know, is going to last. I feel like you guys are well matched. The only thing that I do feel like for you, so I feel like I'm picking this up more as your energy, but obviously please do remember tarot is obviously, it's all about energy, which can be quite fluid. So I could be picking up on your energy, I could be picking up on your partner's, and for different people watching this, it can be that you're either mirroring each other or the energy's actually flipped. So do take this as it resonates. So if I'm saying I feel like it's your energy and it's not, and you feel like it is your partner's or your person's, then take it as that. Okay guys? So Nine of Swords with the Devil. I feel like this person is going to obviously reach out. They want some sort of proper relationship. Maybe they want a proposal. But I feel like for you guys, there's a lot of anxiety here. With that Nine of Swords, that is waking up in the middle of the night in that kind of cold sweat. You know when you wake up at 4 AM and things are just playing on your mind and you can't stop thinking about it, and it's the sort of thing that, you know, if you wake up at 4 AM feeling like that, you probably aren't going back to sleep. You're probably just going to roll from side to side until your alarm goes off. And I feel like this is because you have some sort of beliefs and maybe even some habits, definitely limiting beliefs that you guys have, that maybe that this person, with the two cards that I'm kind of drawn to here, is these two page, the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Because the thing is with the Page and the Knight, even though they are very passionate cards, they always feel like people that aren't going to be hanging around for a long time. They feel like kind of a playboy or playgirl, however it works for you guys. Like they're just maybe gonna, you know, hit it and quit it, is what I'm getting in my head. So I feel like there is real anxiety for you, and I feel like you almost don't believe this person that they actually want to be with you, and it's causing you a lot of anxiety, and I feel like that is really going to hold you back in this relationship, because I feel like until you really believe that they want to be with you. I feel like you're not going to be truly able to commit yourself properly to this partnership, because you're always going to be wondering. I feel like this is why the why card is here, because I feel like you're going to be like, well, why me? Why do they want to settle down? Why? Like, it's just going to be, I feel like you're just going to be questioning it the whole time. So I feel like that there will be some work that you need to do, and as I mentioned, this is fluid, so this could be your person as well. It could be that this is mirrored and they're actually worried about you. Maybe they worry that you are too good for them, like why would you want to be with them? But the same could be true for you. So however it's resonating with you, take it like that. So there does need to be some work on just changing those thought patterns, because I feel like these are, with it being swords here, I feel like it is more an actual thought pattern rather than a behaviour. I feel like you're going to be very stuck in your head about this, and I feel like you kind of need to go through, I love this finding card, because I feel like you almost need to find your self-confidence. Look how happy this woman is. She reminds me, she's really pretty and has, I think it's the same sort of hair, and just her look reminds me of, is it Missandei from Game of Thrones? Obviously not the clothes, but she has that really, like, that smile. She's like very cheerful. But yeah, she's like, I feel like you need to kind of find that inner calm. You've got the butterflies here, which are, you know, signs of transformation. So I feel like you will have to go through some kind of transformation just in your thought patterns, really, is what I'm getting from Spirit. And don't get me wrong, I don't think this is a massive, like, oh, you're gonna have to go on like a really deep healing journey. I don't think that at all. Like, I don't think it's so bad that it's gonna stop you guys from coming together, but I think it could hinder it a little bit. It could, you know, slow it down while you're trying to work through some of these issues. I don't see it being something that is absolutely relationship ending, because I feel like some of this will actually be in your head. I feel like your person may not even really realise that you're going through these emotions. And then next you have the Star in reverse with the Page of Wands. So the Star, usually in the upright, it's all about being really hopeful. You've kind of gone through all the dark stuff, which, you know, you have here, which I feel like the placement is kind of right next to the Nine of Swords and the Devil. Like, you've gone through that dark stuff, and you know you should be optimistic now. But the Star card is in reverse, so I feel like that you're just not going to feel generally very optimistic about it. I feel like you're going to be constantly worrying that this person is still just kind of in that player mood, and or thinking they're single still. I feel like there's going to be a struggle for you with that, and I think you just need to, it's just a case of remembering to almost with the Star in reverse, I feel like it's just look up. Like, everything seems dark right now, but look up and then you see that, you know, the sky isn't as dark as you think it is. There are stars up there, it's beautiful. So I feel like there is a need for you to actually just, because you're going to be trapped in your head, I feel like you need to actually just observe your person. Watch how they're behaving with you, watch what they're saying to you. And I feel like when you actually see them, and I feel like you'll be able to sense that actually they have changed. This is something real for them. This isn't just a quick, like, it's not just like a quick Tinder hookup. It's not just going to be like a couple of month thing and then they're going to get bored and move on. I feel like just watch them and how they're behaving, and then I feel like you'll start actually to be able to see the stars and feel hopeful for the future, because your person here, I feel like, is showing up with the Knight in as the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this is saying with this and the Four of Swords, like, I'm getting the sense of they're putting the playboy to bed. Like, with this person like lying in bed with the Four Swords there, it's like rest. I feel like it's pulling back. I feel like this person is now over it. I feel like they've done their sowing their wild oats, or is that what the phrase is? I can't remember. But they feel like they've done that. They've been there, and now they're actually ready. They're ready for that more settled down commitment, and they're kind of putting that. They want to put this old image of them to bed. They don't want you to think of them like that anymore. I feel like that is I feel like it might be hard for you to accept in the beginning, but I feel like there is just a need for you to really trust in it, and really, you know, here it says find trustworthy people to partner with, and I feel like this is saying your person is trustworthy. You can partner up with them, you can trust them. You know, it says here build up a talented support team, and I love this because I feel like that's what a relationship is. You are like a little support team. You get through life's issues together. When one of you has a bad day, the other one helps them. You support each other get through all that bad crap. And that's the beauty of a relationship. So that is what I see for you guys. I feel like you guys are going to end up together, and I actually see it working out really nicely. I feel like you do have some issues and some thought patterns you kind of need to break yourself free from, and once you do that, I feel like you can really settle into this beautiful relationship. So that is everything that I see for you guys. If you resonated with this reading, please do give me a big thumbs up, and do remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to keep having love readings. I do a weekly energy check-in with your person. I do a weekly like a week ahead reading as well, so you know what's coming for you. So if any of that interests you, then remember to hit that subscribe button, and thanks so much for being here, and I will see you again in the future. Hey party, if you chose the amethyst crystal, this is your reading. So I had to change the way the amethyst crystal was sitting because of the shadow it was creating. Looked actually kind of, oh my god, sorry, I've just knocked the camera over. It kind of looks a bit phallic, so I decided to switch it around. Anyway, welcome to your reading. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to lay it all out, because I feel like the oracle cards today, sometimes I use them for guidance, sometimes I use them for messages, and today it is for messages. So just before I start, if you would like a private reading, because obviously general readings are all well and good, but they don't 100% resonate, because obviously I'm tapping into lots of different energies, guys. So if you have some burning questions about your connection, then do feel free to reach out to me for a private reading. So your tarot cards, you have the Seven of Cups. So as I said to pile one, I'm going to have to try and get the light on them. It's annoying because this time of year now I'm going to start losing light, and the clocks go back this week, I think. The Fool. I always get so confused, but this is the good one because this is the clocks go back, so you get an extra hour. So Queen of Cups. You have Page of Pentacles. And then you have Page of Swords and Strength clarifying. So this line is going to be clarifying the cards above. You have the Magician clarifying the Fool. I find it interesting, you've got a lot of cards with like yellowy backgrounds. Knight of Cups. Also you have a lot of cool cards. And then Page of Wands. And for your oracle cards, you have Commitment, which I feel like is you know, enough there to let you know what is coming for you guys. You have Higher Power, 4. you have High Priestess of Fire, 5. I feel like, yeah, that's on there. And then you have Patience. Oh, sorry, does you want? I'm so sorry. Patience. So, guys, first of all, for you, you have, right, as I said, you have a lot of court cards. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5, and then you kind of got like 2 people-y cards with the Fool and the Magician. So I do get a sense that there's kind of like almost like a lot of people involved, in the sense that I feel like maybe one of you or both of you have partners already. Obviously this is a message that may not resonate with everyone. Do take obviously general readings with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of energies to tap into. So sometimes you get readings that feel like they're almost personal, and then sometimes it may only be like maybe like 70% of it you go, yeah, that makes sense, and then 30% you're like, what? That doesn't sound like me at all. So just take that as it resonates. For a lot of you, I feel like there are multiple parties involved, or for some of you, maybe you are maybe you're kind of juggling a few people at the moment. Maybe this is early in a relationship and maybe you've been on dates with a few different people and you're currently trying to make a decision who it is you want to, you know, end up with, who you want to date. Sorry, in the long term. So, first of all, you have the 7 of Cups. So this can be somebody that has a lot of choices, and obviously not all of the choices with the 7 of Cups are always good. So you have some that looks like you have like the High, like the Castle, then you have like the Victory, and then you have kind of this, you know, like a snake and whatever that crazy creature is. And is anyone, I feel like I need to look this up. I always wonder, like, what is that supposed to be? I feel like it looks like a ghost, but I don't know what it's meant to be. So yeah, not all of the options are good for you, but there are lots of options, I feel like, for both of you. And it's clarified. I feel like one of you is going to come forward and is really going to have to speak your truth, and it's going to take a lot of strength to say, because I feel like I do get a sense that with the amount of court cards that are involved, there are, you know, multiple people. I feel like it's not going to be an easy decision to make for you guys, because maybe it is some of you are married or you have kids, because there are a lot of page cards. So you have Page of Swords, Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles. So obviously, again, take it as it resonates. There may be children involved in this. So I feel like someone is going to have to speak their truth about all the options and make a firm decision. I feel like they're going to be like, what do you want? Do you want the person you're with? Do you want me? Like, what is it? Like, you need to make a decision. However, I feel like that is actually good. I feel like that is what is needed, because I do feel like that's something that is going to really move it forward, because next you have the Fool with the Magician. So I like how both got these like yellow backgrounds. It's kind of very cheerful. I feel like it's a good sign that you're going to have to take that leap of faith eventually. You're going to have to make that decision and go and, you know, stick by it. But I feel like you're going to be confident in it. I feel like you will have thought it through. I feel like you've been, you know, you've been ruminating on it for a long time. This isn't, even though the Fool can be seen as like this carefree, like taking that leap of faith, like jumping and not looking, for you, I'm not sensing it as like, I feel like this is not it's not an easy decision, and it's not a decision you're taking lightly. I don't think you're just jumping carefree into it at all. But what I do think is that you guys, you have the Magician here, and what I like about this is that you have that higher power there as well. I feel like you guys are really tapping into your intuition, into that knowledge. I feel like maybe you're using spirit, and you're going to pull all of these resources together to manifest exactly what it is that you want. I feel like you're manifesting the relationship you want, the circumstances, everything about it. I feel like you are manifesting it, and you are going to be creating essentially your dream reality, where you have that commitment. So you have commitment, you have the person you want. I feel like it's going to work out, like you're going to manifest it in such a way that it's going to work out well. And the reason I feel like you are manifesting it is because you have this High Priestess of Fire as well. And in the booklet they say that the High Priestess of Fire basically she shows up when you are creating your own reality. So I feel like this is a blessing and a curse, guys, because this is a blessing if you are very in control of your thoughts, and you are, you're controlling that little voice inside your head, and making sure that it's, repeating the story you want it to repeat, and not your current reality, not your fears. If you are repeating, if you have in your mind what it is you want to happen, I feel like this is a blessing. Whereas if you're quite negative about it, if you're thinking it's not going to happen, it's not going to show up like that, it's going to go badly, then that's what's going to happen. So this is kind of a little, I feel like it's almost like a little warning from Spirit, like really keep an eye on your thoughts and make sure that you are thinking what it is you want to happen in like the most perfect way, because that's what's going to come into your life. Because you do have 2 cards about manifesting here, so very, very important, guys. Then with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, very interesting, because the last 4 cards are like all court cards, which if you're a tarot reader yourself, sometimes court cards can be, they're funny little buggers, court cards, because they can be situations, they can be people, they can be traits, they can be lots of different things. And when you get loads of court cards, sometimes I'm like, ay caramba, like what's going on here? There's a lot going on. Sometimes it feels like there's a lot of people, but I feel like there is a need for you to really embody the Queen of Cups. And you guys might even, I feel like you guys even already kind of present as the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're actually very in control of your emotions, because you have the Magician here as well, who, has that cup, has the pentacles, has everything under control. They're very in control of their life. So I feel like you need to be very smart about how you do this, because especially if there are lots of people involved, I feel like you're the sort of person, I don't feel like you relish being in this position. I feel like you kind of would have rathered it not have happened like this, but you are where you are. Like, you can't help fall in love, it's not your fault. But yeah, you need to, I feel like there's a need for you to be very controlled. And I feel like this person, maybe they don't quite yet match you though. That's the only downside to this, is they're showing up kind of as that Knight of Cups rather than the King of Cups, I feel. Because I really do get a sense that you are more the Queen of Cups. And I feel like you're going to have to tread carefully, because I feel like this person will just, kind of want to rush forward a little bit more, maybe not think it through, or come in with the grand gestures, being like, I love you, and let's be together, let's run away. And you'll be like, can't do that, got a family, I can't just disappear. So this person may be a bit younger than you as well, so there is a need for you guys to to really be the one that's in control of this, but I feel like you won't have any issue, because I feel like you are the one manifesting this with the Magician. Sorry, I keep yawning. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, and I'm now realising that I'm actually quite tired. And then finally you have, it's very interesting, you have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and with this I'm just getting a sense of there's just going to be like, I'm getting the sense that it's actually quite passionate here with the wand. I always see it's being quite phallic here, and I feel like you're going to actually have quite a balanced relationship, in the sense that there's going to be that passion and, you know, the sexiness, the lust, all that good stuff, but I feel like there's going to be, you know, with that Page of Pentacles, that kind of like offer, I feel like it's going to be grounded in reality. It's not just going to be all fire. It's going to have that earth as well. It's going to feel solid. You're going to feel committed. It's not just going to feel like a fling, and you're not going to worry like, oh, what have I thrown away for this? I do feel like you guys are going to, it's going to be, I feel like it is going to be quite a good balanced relationship once it really starts like getting off the ground. I feel like at the moment maybe it is kind of difficult if you are involved in different relationships, but you know, you have the commitment card here as well, and this is, I don't really actually get this out a lot for love readings, so to get this out I feel like that's quite a big deal. And then you finally have that Patience card. It says, pause before you take action, trust that divine timing is at work, be patient and play whilst you wait. So you may have to wait for this person, they may have to wait for you. It says here, pause before you take action. So as I said here with the Queen of Cups, like there is a need for you to think things through, be in control of your emotions, don't like rush ahead, jump forward too much, and that Patience card really is kind of backing that up. Like, just take it slowly. Like, you have a whole lifetime together after this. Like, there's no need to rush right this second. As much as you probably want to be together, just, you know, take it slow. And yeah, that's everything that I see for you guys. So if you enjoyed this reading, please do give me a big thumbs up. It helps me to grow my channel, it reaches more people, and yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again in the future. Hey my beautiful pile 3, if you chose the Green Aventurine, this one is for you guys. So I'm just going to have a little warning for you guys that I am super tired, so I may yawn during this reading, and it's not because you're boring me guys, it's because I woke up at 4:30 and I couldn't get back to sleep this morning, and it's now, it's like 8 o'clock at night. It's not super late, but I am really feeling it, so I'm sorry if I yawn. And my other little warning is going to be that I'm going to say this does have a bit of a trigger warning. So if you are not ready for I'm going to say a harsh truth. I'm not going to say it harshly, but it's not sunshine and rainbows. It's not going to be that you guys are going to end up together and have children and have an emotional happy bliss, okay? So just want to put that out there now. So if you are not ready to hear something like this, then feel free to switch off. But if you are, please don't hate on me. I'm only reading what I'm seeing and nothing more, okay? So let's get straight into this. You have the Four of Cups to begin with. So hopefully you can see it. I keep realising that why do I use the Mermaid Tarot at night, because it's really difficult to see. Then you have the Magician. I feel like I need to buy some new lights as well. Sorry. Ace of Cups. I love this Ace of Cups because I like trying to identify all the fish on there. Obviously, as a scuba instructor, I love fish. 7 of Swords. Then you have, so this row is clarifying the row above. You have the 5 of Swords. You have 8 of Cups. You have the 4 of Pentacles. And then you have the 3 of Swords. So as I said, guys, I know the energies in this are not particularly, they're not sunshine and rainbows. You have Honesty from Wisdom of the House of Night. You have Friendship. You have Forgiveness. You had an extra card as opposed to everyone else. Then you have Yang in reverse. So that's number 1. And then you have the card that seems to come out all the time, and that's Expansion. I don't know why it comes out all the time. It's very odd. Sometimes I want to put it back, but then I'm like, it probably came out for a reason, but it comes out a lot. So you know when you just like, oh, it just confuses me. I don't know why. So you have, guys, 4 of Cups and 5 of Swords. So in this connection, this could be an energy. I'm getting that this could be an energy that you guys are feeling now, or it can definitely be a future energy. So 4 of Cups, that's that feeling of stagnation, restlessness. Sometimes I even get like a bit of apathy, like you just, like you have your 3 cups there, but you just really don't care that there's another cup there, because you know it's out of sight, out of mind. You can't see anything positive at the moment. It's not a very nice state to be in. And then with that clarified by the 5 of Swords, I feel like there's generally a lot of conflict going on. I feel like you guys might have little fights. You aren't going to be, I feel like you're just not going to be on the same page, and you're just feeling like this relationship is not moving forward as much as you want it to. You're just going to have the sense that you're not really moving forward, and I feel like at times it can actually be almost kind of painful. With the Magician and the 8 of Cups, I feel like one of you will come into your power, and I feel like for you guys, I really feel like that this, with that Friendship card coming up, I feel like you're gonna start this. I feel like for some of you this hasn't even started. You're maybe even just thinking about it. They start off as a friend, and you know, maybe they've been a friend for a while and you start developing feelings for them. And I feel like for some of you those feelings might be a bit confused. You're like, I don't know whether they're like romantic or whether they are just a really close friend, and I'm very just, you know, just have a lot of feelings for them. And I feel like that this is almost where it kind of goes wrong, almost like at the beginning. I feel like for you guys, this Expansion card, I'm kind of ignoring the text underneath. I'm just seeing it as that expansion, as like expansion for you as in like learning. I feel like this is a karmic situation that is here to teach you about who to pursue, and you know, feelings, and like understanding your feelings, because sometimes it can be confusing to know whether something is just a friendship, whether it is more. It can be difficult. So I feel like this is actually going to be, that's why I feel like expansions come out for you guys, because I feel like it's just learning. You're expanding your knowledge, you're expanding yourself as a person, rather than the whole like spread your message. I don't see it as that. But But I feel like in this situation, one of you will come into your power. I feel like it's not clear. As I've said, I think it was to pile 1. Tarot is fluid. So sometimes with the energy that I'm picking up, it could be you or it could be your person. Sometimes it's flipped. Sometimes you guys are mirroring each other. It can be sometimes hard to pin down in a general reading. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like one of you will come into your power, and you do have the 8 of Cups here. And the 8 of Cups is always about leaving something you love. So I feel like there is going to be love in this relationship. But I think it's going to it stems from a very pure place. I think it does come from very much from a friendship standpoint. And that's what's going to make it really difficult. Because I feel like you're going to feel like this is... it's not just somebody you love you're losing. You're going to feel like you're losing a friend. So it's going to really take someone coming into their power with the Magician there to be able to walk away from this connection, because it is going to be tough, because it's going to feel like almost like a double whammy of a loss. And I feel like for a long time you guys are going to almost hang on, because you have that Ace of Cups. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I don't feel like that this relationship, you guys are treated each other like really badly and it's horrendous. I feel like you guys do love each other. I feel like there is love here, and this is kind of what keeps you guys hanging on for so long. I feel like even when it does get tougher with that like 5 of Swords energy and you guys feeling like you're stagnating, I feel like you guys are gonna want to keep hanging on, because you realise how much you do love this other person, and how much they mean to you. I feel like maybe you guys will be together for a while and you'll have really grown together, and there's just generally a lot of love there, but it's not, love isn't always enough. You guys do need to have someone that's going to challenge you, that's going to support you. You know, it can just be that compatibility wise that you know, your personalities aren't designed to be in a relationship together, no matter how much you love each other. Maybe it's like friends, but I do feel like you guys are just going to be hanging on. With the 4 of Pentacles, it always reminds me of that hanging on. Usually like in Rider-Waite, it has the person with like the pentacle like gripped to their chest. They have one under each foot, and they're really hanging on. So I feel like it will probably go on for longer than you probably really planned for. And then probably what's comfortable. I feel like if it maybe was another person, if maybe you guys hadn't been friends to begin with, you probably would have cut this person off earlier. But because there was so much love there and history, that you guys keep hanging on and keep trying. But I feel like this is really, you're really just deceiving yourselves with that 7 of Swords. So 7 of Swords is about deception, and then it's clarified by the 3 of Swords, which is my least favourite card in no matter what tarot deck it's in. This one is particularly sad because you've got that dead, I wonder what kind of whale that is. Is it might be a humpback, but it doesn't look like it's got the little humps. Whatever whale it is, there's obviously a dead whale, and that's never nice to see. So you guys will deceive. I feel like you'll be deceiving yourselves, like trying to plod on, feeling like you can get through it, to kind of like delay that grief and that inevitable breakup. And I feel like it will be a tough breakup, because I feel like you will feel like you've lost a friend, you've lost your lover. You know, it's somebody that you really do deeply care about, and that is very tough. But the one upside I do see here, I see forgiveness. So I feel like for a while it will be rough, but I do feel like you will kind of forgive each other for what has happened in the relationship, because as I said, I don't see it necessarily being someone's like cheated on the other person. There's nothing here that makes me think that it's going to have a dramatic, like a really terrible breakdown. I think it's just going to be people that weren't compatible necessarily to be together, but were great friends. And I feel like that got quite confused. So I do feel like there will be forgiveness there, and I feel like eventually you will be able to come back together as just as friends. But I feel like this is guidance for some of you that maybe if you haven't made your first move yet, there is a need to be very honest with yourself as to why you are kind of why you want to be with this person. If you're the one that's pursuing them, making sure that you're doing it kind of out of the right reasons, because you have the yang here. So yang in the upright is that masculine energy. It's the one that wants to do the chasing, wants to be the quote unquote like man. Take that however you want, but that's, it's that kind of more masculine energy of wanting to take control, take the lead. And when it's in reversed like this, it has a protection message. And to summarize, it's basically like not like chasing someone aggressively. So if this person is your friend, and maybe initially you're like, oh, you're both like, maybe we shouldn't be together, but then one of you's chasing more aggressively, there's a need to like look at why you're doing it. Maybe it's because at the time it felt good, like it felt good to have someone to be with, to be in a relationship with, and obviously as your friends you already know you get on, and friendships that become relationships can be the best type of relationships, no doubt. Like they can be incredible when you already know somebody to begin with, but sometimes when you're already friends and you kind of come together, it's just because it's that confused emotions and you've kind of pursued it, and then you're now in this relationship and you're like, oh crap, I don't know what to do, because you feel like you don't want to break up with this person because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or it, like stuff along that lines. It kind of, maybe you start dating and you almost don't know how to end it because they're your friend, so you end up being together longer than you should have been. So there's a need for you to really, for you and for them, so if you're the one that's being pursued, like really, before you kind of accept like going on a date or whatever it is, really think about it long and hard first. Like, am I just with this person at the moment because I'm lonely and there's nothing better coming along and they're my friend, and it, like, am my feelings genuine here? There's a real need to look at that before you kind of jump in to a relationship. So that is everything that I see for you guys. I'm sorry it's not happiness and rainbows, but I never want to lie to you. I don't want to be that tarot reader that's like, everything's fine, everything's going to be great, because that doesn't help you. And as much as you come here for escapism, you do come here, and I feel like you should trust your tarot readers, that they are giving you the best advice. And at the moment that's what I am seeing for you and for the energy I've picked up on. If this reading feels completely out and you're like, that doesn't seem like me at all, you can either pick another pile, or maybe find a different reading, whether it is either one from myself or others, because there's lots and lots and lots of brilliant readers on YouTube, so you'll find one that you're drawn to. So if you want, please do leave me a big thumbs up, do hit subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again in the future.